Usatraste phone yabva boyfriend yako. Kutengerwa phone. Sawa sabvuma kutengerwa phone sha. Vunduka phone yauri kutengerwa sha. Mafoni ari kupisa. Usatraste phone yabva boyfriend yako. Ma one. Kana girlfriend yako. Because tell you what, you know, some people out there have got something that they call Pegasus. At one time I had access to something that was equal to Pegasus. I used it on myself, and yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy what things can happen outside there. So I think Tango wa Veta phone yangu chipiwa na amena rukupa phone you, because imagine there's somebody who can track where you are, somebody who can switch on a camera of your phone. Somebody can actually record you while you don't even know. It's crazy. I'm sure you know it even more. My current happenings right now, the leaked audios and all of that. And you try to think, how did they come out? No. Be very careful. Your phone could be your worst enemy, because in this digital era, could do a dimension, the digital. You go in with your phone. And when you tap into the digital dimension, imagine all your imagination can come to life in there. You can watch anything. You can go anywhere that you want to go. The sad thing is we think we are safe. The sad thing is we think nobody's watching. But somebody out there is watching. So just as long as you are a good person in real life, try to be a good person online. I know there are a bunch of people who are very good people physically, but digitally they have no clear or good intentions. So just be careful when you go online, the things that you access, the sites that you access. For me personally, I prefer a browser not the Brave browser, because it blocks a lot of pop-ups, it avoids a lot of tracking, it has got so many features. I use it on my phone whenever I receive something that is a link and I don't trust it. Not to say by default it's a good thing, but it's the best browser, but for that specifically I think it's good. And yet still I wouldn't open any browser and any URL link and then go to me. I would never do that, because if I were to, then I'd stop owning my phone. I remember at one time Kubasa, for a company that I used to work for, ndakaona mouse yangu yakufamba yega so chinoclicka zvinhu, but kuti ndizvione zvinhu izvi because ndakaenda kubathroom and pandakadzoka mouse yangu ichifamba yega. Immediately that was my first time experiencing a cybersecurity, a cyber risk, or I don't know. But it wasn't an attack per se, because I didn't lose anything. Perhaps whatever was happening was within the organization. But that spooked me so much, such that I started taking cybersecurity seriously. My question is, if you're a young kid, you're 15, you're 13, whatever age you are, think of it. And they gotta be physical, you feel me? But what if you could flip that coin and you could be a cybersecurity analyst or whatever, but cybersecurity, which I'm putting somewhere online? Imagine. To think of it, how many do you think are there right now in Zim? Just think of it. There's probably zero. But we all know that number is there, but significantly, trade around up to zero. In relation, or to compare any population here. So I still think if a young kid is out there and they want to do something cybersecurity-wise, they want to do something that is exciting, something that makes them a lazy policeman like me. I'm very lazy. I'm one of the laziest people. But I know Bill Gates would have hired me. Hundreds, I'm lazy. Imagine now uri mpurisa sha wakagara uri kumba and uri kuita bounty hunting. You should look it up. It's a bug bounty. You should look it up. Look at those things. Imagine if you could get paid, if you actually could get paid for identifying a loophole in a system. Imagine. And then it's dedicated shit. And it's beyond that. You will make enough money to earn a living as a nomad. I'm working on being a nomad though. I want to travel around the world and work from wherever, whenever. I want to wake up in Manchester for winter, but for 2 days. The other time I want to wake up in Australia. I want to go on a holiday while I work. Those are no day. Imagine if you could do the same, and the opportunities are there. They are there. Imagine, I'll tell you one thing that I do. Very simple. Ndikayapamba penyu ndikakumbira password ye Wi-Fi yenyu. Ndapedza nemimessage. Zvaendwa, because listen, TikTok haipengi. Inotaridza kuti network irauri nderipi. And what kind of traffic is being pushed around steering. And that traffic that is being recycled is the one that is suggested to anyone who's new. So if you get to a certain house and then you start seeing certain content, you can actually break down my personality, or you can actually break down you can actually have an idea of the things that are happening around that space. The saddest thing is, what if there's somebody who's behind there who's suggesting these things to you? It starts being suggestive. Remember, because before news, after news, until we were mind conditioned to seeing Rambai Makashinga at any given time. So TikTok took the exact same algorithm, and I think they expanded it in a crazy way. So content, they can keep showing it to a certain number of people based on what they like doing, or based on their behavior, the behavioral pattern. That's what they pick, and then they suggest certain videos to you. The more you watch that video for a long time, the more TikTok now knows these are the things that you like. So we'll start feeding you more of that. But what if they could mind program you based on your behavioral pattern? But that's how TikTok does it. And it's sad that in this day and age, we think we are so private. We are not even private in any way. Somewhere, someone out there knows exactly what you're doing. Either it's Google, either it's Microsoft, either it's Facebook, either it's X, either it's TikTok. And these guys are fighting for your attention. So that they can actually make or break you. But if you really want to know what they do each and every day, or what kind of setup they have, my super story, I wonder my excitement and all that. No, because TikTok, if you mudumbu mako munogona kurapwa nehebrakat yega. There has to be something. Remember, your mic is also on every time. When you talk, where the places that you visit, it knows your location. Remember, you have enabled that when you say allow, allow, allow. So wherever you go, your geolocation based on your GPS and the data connection, the sort of data connection that you're getting, those two things already determine what kind of traffic is being pushed in that area, so much such that you start getting suggestions of videos to do with that space.
I've had conversations with people about certain products.
Yeah.
The next thing you know, you're being advertised that product. And you're like, what is happening?
At the same time, if we know this, that means we can also start making money out of it. The other question is, what are you doing? You see, there's a new demon in town. And that demon, I think I'd call it the digital era. And it's being demonized because it's a new way of doing things based on human pattern. If you squeeze it up and turn it out a bit, you will see that for you to become a millionaire or for you to make the next money, some way, somehow, you have to tap into the digital pool and you draw something out of it. So if you can mimic the behavior of whatever runs TikTok, you're bound to make money. It's the same algorithm. Just copy it to the best of your ability. Get yourself online. Get yourself known. Make sure your content keeps on. So see you next time on the Terabyte Show, where we get to tell you stories, innovations, and the most exciting things that are happening in Zim and beyond Zimbabwe. See you next time.